So guys, it's hot. I really cannot do this video with a shirt on. I have this tank top on. I mean, we're all guys anyway, so it should be fine. It's so hot. I've got a portable fan right here on my lap. That's how hot it is. It's supposed to be like this for the next 2 or 3 days. But anyway, update. This is going to be mostly a session, Ask versusZ session update. First of all, I'd like to say that I went to GameStop just today, which is being Monday, September 26th, I believe. 27th. Whoa. Oh, so Iron Man 2 comes out tomorrow on Blu-ray. Wondering if I should get that. But anyway, so I went to GameStop. I actually got myself a deal. They hooked me up with this new GameStop, what's it called? Power Up Rewards. And I actually got the Pro, which is like a one-time fee. It's like $15. It's pretty cool because you don't have to pay for it using your own money. You can pay for it using store credit or games that you trade in. So it's actually pretty sweet. And I've already racked up about 1,000 points already just with the stuff I did initially, just trying to get this. So it's actually really cool, and it's something new that they started. And I encourage some of you guys who get games a lot from GameStop to hook yourself up one of these. You can do either two things. You can get the free edition, which gets you... I'm really advertising this. The free edition, which gets you points towards rewards with every dollar spent. So it's about like between 10 to 20 points for every dollar you spend. Exclusive access to news, offers, and events. And you get one Epic Reward giveaway entry. An Epic Reward, like right now, the Epic Reward is a Pac-Man arcade machine. So it's actually pretty nice. And then the benefits of getting the Pro, you actually get 2 Epic Reward giveaway entries per purchase or trade. That's what I forgot to mention. You also get 250 points enrollment and updating your profile and all that stuff. You even get a 250 when you renew your subscription. So next year, if I decide to do this again, I'm going to get another 250 points. You get a special welcome coupon. Buy 2 and get 1 free pre-owned game or used game. So that's pretty cool. 10% off all purchases. 10% off bonus trade-in. 10% off pre-owned games and pre-owned accessories. 10% off used strategy guides. And then 1 year of Game Informer. So it's actually pretty sweet. It's like the Edge card, but different. And I think a lot better because there's actually reward points in it. And I got this is my first issue. It's Game Informer, and their name, the feature here is actually BioShock. I forgot what it's called. BioShock Unlimited? No. The new BioShock title, the one that's BioShock Infinite, which takes place in the sky, supposedly, rather than being underwater. Quite interesting. It's a new entry into that. I haven't played either of the BioShock games, which is a shame. I should get the first one at least. So with that being said, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I want to talk more about games on this channel as well as my as the normal stuff here. Just discussing games and like future stuff. I'm not going to do game reviews. I was initially going to do game reviews with my friend Tuesday13. If you guys like checking out game reviews, genuine game reviews, very enthusiastic game reviews, I suggest you subscribe to that guy. Tuesday13. Can't be that hard to spell. He's a cool ass friend of mine. So check him out if you're into game reviews. Of course, he keeps himself busy with school and stuff like that, so I don't expect game reviews of every single thing, but he tries his best. So anyway, I want to kind of start to discuss about games, like future releases. I want to hear your thoughts on specific things. And of course, it's going to be more PlayStation 3 oriented because I have a PlayStation 3. No plans of getting a 360, obviously, I already told you that, but if someone handed me a 360, I'll take it, I don't care. But mostly PS3 stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna set that aside, and I'll fill you guys in on how I want to go about doing that later on. because I'm really finding myself more into. I'm going to find myself more into purchasing a lot more games, especially because of this new thing I got from GameStop. So look forward to some of that. So if you're interested, that'll be cool for you guys too. So yeah, I got Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 on the PS3 instead of the PlayStation 2. I traded in the PlayStation 2 version along with Final Fantasy 13. Actually, I just beat that, and it was a hard struggle deciding whether or not to trade in Little Big Planet or Final Fantasy 13. And I thought to myself, you know what? Little Big Planet has a much higher replay value than Final Fantasy 13. And then in the end, I really thought about it, and 13 was really more to me. It was cool. The gameplay is where it sells, but replay value is something that I really look forward to. I also have Devil May Cry 4, and replay value for that thing was really high for me, and plus I just love the series, so I just could not get rid of that. And I was also considering giving away Fallout 3, but that is just it's such a damn good game, so I kept that and got rid of Final Fantasy 13 because replay value for that is just, it's okay. I don't even think there's enough replay value for me to keep it, but I'm pretty sure if I eventually want to get it again, it should be cheaper. So I traded in that to get this because I wanted to get my hack and slash on, and I was initially going to get this along with Assassin's Creed 2 because I still had some money. But I thought to myself, well, Iron Man 2 is coming out on Blu-ray, so I might just set it aside. And I need a haircut, so that's, could get it for later. I only wanted to get Assassin's Creed 2 so I can build up my assassin skills and, tone up for, or condition up for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, because the number one thing I wanted experience in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, aside from all the other different, updates, is the multiplayer. That should be really awesome. But anyway, enough about the games. I just completed my Quanta. It's official. And so if you want to check out the video for that, I just uploaded it, and I already got one comment on it, so it's probably done uploading and processing fully. So if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and do that. So after that, I announced that I was going to do extras. That too is going to be in the versusZ channel. Extras meaning pose extras, like how I used to do back with the Double O Riser extras. I'm going to do something similar to that with every build that I do on versusZ. So with Quanta, I'm going to do that. With the Unicorn, which is my next build project with Unicorn, I'm going to do that too. That could be a challenge because Unicorn is not a very poseable thing, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of poses I can pull off with that. So yeah, and I gotta say I'm happy to be done with Quanta, and it turned out really well, despite all these different hiccups and all this stuff. But anyway, that's that. So I should get to answering your guys' questions, and I got quite a few this week. I actually need to go hit up my own channel right now. There's a guy named versusZ who plays Left 4 Dead, apparently. Sorry, guys. Yep, that's me.
Hey guys.
Alright, so I think it was... Oh god, stop. Alright, so... This is quite a few questions to answer. I should have rethought about this. Alright, first question is from Gundam Legacy Extreme, and he actually has two other questions. So, first question is your thoughts of anime on American TV. Do you feel it's dying out, or do you think that the American broadcast stations just aren't taking anime seriously? I honestly think it's a little bit of both. And I don't mean to bash on the teenagers these days, especially around my area. All they really care about is doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. I don't think anime is... this is the number one source that I can use to back up, because when I went to FanMayCon this past year, this past May, there was just too much mainstream stuff. I think the slogan for FanMayCon is made for the fans by the fans. I think if you're fans of anime, you wouldn't be so stuck on the whole mainstream idea. But then again, that's how you target folks who want to come to anime conventions, those who know anime through mainstream stuff. Now, when it comes to anime, I really like to get to know the things that aren't broadcast so much, like underground stuff or stuff that isn't mainstream, you know? Like, I think it was Darker Than Black was an interesting anime, and it could have gotten mainstream a little bit, maybe, I'm not sure. I lost track of watching it. But there's just all these things that I think it's a bit of both, to answer your question, and really to just skip and move on to the next question. But I think it's a bit of both. I hope that's not the case. That's not dying out, because you know there are, like, my cousins who don't seem like they're into it. They really are into it. They know a few more anime than I do now. I'm honestly not too big. I'm too keen on watching anime. I'm more of just a mech robot kind of guy, and there's certain animes that falls under. So therefore, I watch anime because of my love for robots, for giant robots. There are certain animes like, and I don't mean to mention something mainstream, but I mean Death Note was really damn good. And don't ask me, I do not watch Naruto, I do not watch Bleach, although I would like to watch Bleach. There's all the other mainstream stuff that a lot of people watch that I just don't watch. So I guess I fall under that category. I sort of fall under that category. But yeah, I think it's just a mix of both. The next question by Gundam Legacy Extreme. When you pre-order from HLJ, what is the shipping price normally like in the end? Shipping price? When you pre-order, typically when you look up an item that isn't pre-order, it shows you the shipping price. Basically, you have to kind of think about what it is. If it's a Gundam model, typically, like just now, SAL, my Raphael just got shipped just a couple minutes ago before I made the video, before I recorded this video, and it's what retails for 2,000 yen, I believe, and the SAL shipping was 800 yen. So just kind of think about that. Think about a high grade between the 600, 800 yen shipping for SAL. So that's like an additional $6 to $8. Kind of have to think about that. It really depends on the size of the thing and what you're ordering. So it does take a lot of thinking and shopping a lot from HLJ. So I mean, I do that a lot, so I can kind of tell you a little bit more about that more in depth. But I gotta know what particular thing you're pre-ordering, and then I can kind of give you a guess, or maybe you can figure it out yourself. The next one is, oh god, Katsune Shinsengumi. Ha! Said your name, I think. Do you think 1 to 144 scale no-grade kits are just crap? I wonder what is your thoughts about the cheapest kit of Gundam. I mean, you normally work for 1 to 100 scale master grades and 1 to 100 master grades, 1 to 144 scale high grades. Maybe you have some thoughts about this. In parentheses, I've been doing a lot of no grades. 1 to 144, 1 to 100, and high grade 1 to 144s. I usually don't go for them simply because I'm not too big of a fan of the lack of articulation. I think it's because of the increasing standards of high grades and of course the master grades. Of course, my standards and tastes are also increasing in that. So I don't think they're crap. I just prefer not to get them. Most of them are. Most of these no grades are, of course, 1 to 144 scale. I mean, if you consider the 1 to 100s, I don't know. I just think there could be better kits, and that's why I go for master grades. And there's not a lot of, there's not too many designs that I like out there, especially from the 1 to 100 scale no grade series. Some of the ones that I want from the no grade series already have a master grade treatment, so I go for master grade typically, or a high grade. It's basically just high standards is what I'm saying. So I won't normally get one. I mean, I do have those RX-71 and RX-72. I guess you can consider those no grades. I see them as project practice pieces, if you know what I mean. So if ever I wanted to own or up my skills as a modeler, then yeah, I would definitely consider getting a no grade over a potentially much better high grade that can potentially be a really good kit, but you messed it up by accident and it's completely ruined, you know? So I see a significance in them, I just don't normally pick them up. This next question, J. Kim Productions 910. I was wondering about your opinion on the new announcement of Gundam 00's Master Grade, 00 Quanta, coming out in November, about 4,800 yen. What do you think, and do you plan on getting it? I actually posted a video response to that on my versusZ channel, so you might want to check that out. Basically, my response to it is, if you're too lazy to watch it, I like that they're going for Quanta, but I would have liked it better that if they went for 00 or 00 Riser. Personally, I'd just go for 00 with the GN shields and the 2 GN Sword 2s and 00 in its basic form without the riser. I could go without that. The riser is something I think only the high grade is really capable of pulling off and being a really successful kit. And I absolutely love the high grade. So if they were going to do a master grade of the riser, it better be something of an improvement, like a perfect grade, like a smaller perfect grade, if you know what I mean. But I would definitely go with just the 00 Gundam with GN Sword, GN Shields, GN Swords, and yeah. Oh, what do you think? Do you plan on getting it? No. But anyway, just watch my response. I already made a short response to that. My it's Let's Talk Gundam. Let's Talk Gundam, my recent one. So go check out my versusZ channel. Go check it out. And now the last one from Gundam Legacy Extreme. I'm sorry if this video is dragging along. Do you think they're gonna pull the Strike Freedom full burst mode or XE ignition mode on us with the Master Grade 00 Quanta? Meaning that the original is not going to have a light up GN drive or the effect parts, but then they release a special edition. I did not comment on that in my initial thoughts on the 00 Quanta. So that's a good question to ask. They already released a photo of the GN of the LED unit for the GN drive, so I'm guessing they're going to have an LED. Unless they do a Master Grade GNX and not include a working LED or an LED that's the right color. Honestly, I could care less about LED units at this point unless it's a perfect grade. If it was a 00 Gundam with a GN drive with an LED unit, it better be something that spins like the perfect grade. But other than that, I don't care about it. So whether they release a special edition or not, just because of an LED, still won't be getting it. Now, if they release effect parts for the GN sword bits, I'll consider that. So it's good for me that I'm waiting to not get it at the time of release and see if something else comes out, because honestly, I would want to have like the ring thing, the ring effect, and the 6 GN sword bits kind of floating around. Kind of like the Robot Damashi version, which is why I'm considering picking it up, because I want a Robot Damashi figure. I'm debating whether or not to get the Quanta or the Strike Freedom Robot Damashi. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, this is Bandai, I'm pretty sure they might release a special edition, and if they don't, okay, surprise. They didn't. But, they might, they just might. And if they do, then I'm glad I'm waiting to not buy the Master Grade right away. Although they might do what they did with XE and release the ignition mode at the same time they release the normal mode, the normal version. Well, either they release it at the same time or they release the ignition mode before the normal version. But we'll see. Bandai is just so stupidly unpredictable and really been pissing us off lately. Not really affecting me so much, because the thing that's been pissing us off as a community lately is, I guess, the Perfect Grade Strike Freedom announcement. Honestly, I could rant on about it for a long time, but I'm not going to buy it at all, so it doesn't really affect me. And if I don't buy it, then I'm not supporting Bandai's move in doing the strike freedom. That's all I'm going to say. As for why it's popular, that's a whole other story. I don't know why it's popular. I wish I knew. But, okay, the video's just gone a little too long. I'm sorry for keeping you guys here so much, but I guess I'm going to enjoy my game, get on the phone with you-know-who, and call it a night. And thanks for sticking around, guys.